Big ups to our sponsors, Sensi Medical Cannabis House, located at the Pulse Center. Cultivate, Elevate, Inspire. I always have to look at the bar to remind myself of what it says. And also, big ups to
Lulu's Holistics for your organic skincare needs. They got 2 stores I see in Florida and New York, you know, so if you want, or foreign listeners, if you want to go and check them out, you can. And of course, if you're local and you want to order, you can do so. Just follow them page at Lulu's Holistics. You can go on their website.
They ship internationally.
They ship internationally. That Shea body cream, that Shea butter body.
I hear it's impeccable.
It's the truth. Like, it's amazing. Like, lotion, if you use that, you don't want to use regular lotion ever again. And that's where I'm at.
So again, for the very best in organic skincare products, go to Lulu's Holistics. Hit them up. Tell them so they fix it in here.
Yeah.
Also, this episode is brought to you by...
Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique. All my Jamaican followers, all my Jamaican listeners, you can go check them out in Palmer at 23 West Tradeway. That's like the Ready TV Plaza. Can go and get your bundles, your weaves, and everything here. Well, not everything here, no. But yeah, you can use my code Ari Hammond to get discount off your next purchase.
Miss Jamaica Universe, you follow up the pageant shit, Ari.
I do.
So you must have seen this.
I did.
Congrats to Miss Universe
Africa
as well. South Africa, and I'm a draw for the applause. I'm always there.
You know, there are people saying that them nothing says she pretty, and she know that she wasn't the prettiest person, so she shouldn't have won.
For the people who are saying that, you are fucking idiots and have no sense. Is it necessarily the prettiest woman that wins this competition?
No, so don't say that because it negates the point or it proves the point.
No, I'm just attack that point first of all. I'm going point by point. One, is it that the prettiest woman wins this competition?
Not all the time.
First point.
Because I've seen prettier girls and they didn't.
First point. Two, if you're saying that this woman is not pretty,
in other competitions.
If you're saying that Miss South Africa Universe, Miss Universe South Africa is not beautiful, then you're not in a sense. Second point. Just to make that clear. She won. And she was a deserved winner.
Yeah.
I was pulling for Miss Iceland when I watch. I see Miss Iceland, it kind of strike me too. But she never make it to the top 5. She make top 10. But when he did whittle down the top 5, I said South Africa this. She won. She deserved it. She was natural. She seemed like she truly cared about what she talked about and truly meant what she said. She came off as organic too.
You're right. Like, because the other girls, it just felt like they delivered well, but you're right, where there wasn't a connect to what they were saying.
Yeah.
So it felt like it was just good talking points, and this is what this is the right thing
that they
to say.
repeated to themselves.
Right.
In
This
their
is the
mind.
right
Yes.
thing to say. This is what will be acceptable to the judges and the audience.
Yeah.
But you're right, with Miss South Africa, it felt like it was much more it meant much more to her.
Yeah.
Her responses is like it's a place. It came from a place of well intention, logic, as well as passion. So you are completely right. She connected more with her responses than the others. Because one of the one question them asked basically the same. I think the final question. So like, what's the thing that young women need to be? Like, what's a struggle for young women facing today or whatever? And the 2 contestants are Miss Puerto Rico and Miss Mexico basically said the same thing about social media.
Yeah, we kind of similar responses.
You know? So it's like you're like, oh, okay, fam. But
yeah, them kind of cancel them.
Yeah. So.
But again, to get back on topic about our own Miss Jamaica Universe.
Do we have to?
Yes, let's talk about this.
I don't
the
wanna.
debate, the costume debacle rages on.
Debacle.
I can't pronounce it. Debacle.
I don't. Is it such a strong?
It rages on.
It's like debacle. It's like
debacle. I have
it's
heard
a debacle.
it being debacle.
No,
I've
it's
heard it
debacle.
pronounced that.
You see me, you make me say it wrong.
Sad. Anyways, the debate rages on. For those of you who don't know, Miss Jamaica Universe unveiled her costume. It is a part of the competition, right? Where
Yes,
the
the
contestants
national
wear
costume.
costumes that represent their culture and celebrate the nation's history. Shit like that. Our representative, Miss Ayana Tickle Garcia, chose to represent Annie Palmer.
What? I'm not even putting this on her. The organizers
or sponsors
of Miss Jamaica Universe
chose to dress her up in clothes that represent Annie Palmer. For those of you who don't know, Annie Palmer is...
She's the White Witch of Rose Hall.
The White Witch of Rose Hall. She's said to have murdered several of her husbands and...
Get him wealth. Them wealth.
Yes, and to murder slaves.
She have sex with them and dispose of them.
Things of that nature. Now, the authenticity of certain stories in regards to her have been debated over the years. There's a school of thought that leans towards she not even being a real person. While some people would say that she was real, but it's just that the stories have been exaggerated. Whether or not she's real or not, I felt that this was in poor taste, and it was tone deaf. It was definitely tone deaf.
Like we're that talk about it, and you say, I bet it didn't make sense. She just go with Anansi.
No, it would have made sense for her and based on how them defend. I'm gonna get to that too. It makes sense if she just have a slave with her as well as a prop.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that would have complete the costume. Have a slave. On a chain, I walk on them hand and foot to complete the costume.
No.
Because it represents our history, right? That was basically their defense.
No.
This is a part of our history.
No.
Why is that gone too dark for you? This is what they're basically saying. I don't even have time to read them bag of responses, all them things. Some of them came represent what them I say. And that them basically did that same thing. Them did that defend it and say, yo, them call uncivilized, yes. But I can't misquote them. Fuck off. They call uncivilized people and they say we're a fool because when I get that this represents history. Now I say this though. I'm gonna say no people drive this example.
Yes,
suppose fucking Germany representative dress up in a KKK. Not KKK. A Nazi garb. And suppose Miss USA they dress up in a KKK garb.
And
the white hood and all.
And this is a representation.
And suppose she was Miss Texas. Suppose I did Miss Texas. I have the accent to go along with it.
You know, I think you'd be more Alabama because they're like
Alabama.
Really
they're more deep south accent. My God represents the Ku Klux Klan. It's a proud part of American history. The outrage that would have spawned from that. No, if Annie Palmer is an actual mythical figure, she's not real. To that I say this, so fucking what? Suppose blood clot. Suppose then again. Suppose then again.
Passionate about this.
No, I don't like when people try to take people for idiot. I try to take Jamaica people for idiot. Suppose blood clot something though. Miss USA did say how she had represent Mr. Candy from Django Unchained. Yeah, I represent because a part of a film history. Yeah, he's not real. He's just a fictional character. He's not a real person. It's what about the fucking person represents.
And I think that's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I don't know why. The arguments that I've seen.
No, I know that. I mean, I try
defending
like,
this move.
I was talking to my mother about it, and she's just like, no, you know, family guy, and you know, consuela.
The Spanish man.
No.
Like when I see them thing and the strong caption what you put out with it.
Legit, my mom was like, no. And then she said, no, Brick, you can't say them lie there.
Them lie there. It must be a lie,
and
no?
she was just trying to say, no, you mean for like the national Jamaica, like the national competition. And I was like, no, mommy, she went to abroad, to Atlanta, at the Miss Universe. She's like, no. I
refuse to believe this. This is not true.
I mean, I talked to my brother, and then my brother was like, my brother is just like a little country, and like that's where I get it from. So me and him always argue. So he was just like, so what if she wants to wear it? So what? She can wear it. It represents us. So I said, no, Woodrow. She actually went abroad
Load up her brother.
to wear this, and he's like, serious?
That's the thing.
Like,
If I did one little play, if this was pantomime,
if it was the local one, like they could all get it. There's like, okay, it's
because
the
this
sponsor.
reach international, this the on BT, you know.
See?
This reach BET. What that? BT.com. Miss Universe Jamaica organization tries to defend
because she was trending, and maybe people said that it cost her like being placed. Maybe it did because she was trending negatively in her own her country,
that's
and
where
them
the cleanup came from on her part.
Them take it all into stride and them see it. And the thing is with Miss Garcia, and I don't even put the blame on you. I put it at the feet, the hands, the head, the eyes, everywhere at the organization, because I feel as if they let you down. You know,
they did.
If they put the sponsors and the sponsors' needs before not only yours but the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, and I understand that is the money that is needed to make these things happen.
And
like
then the nerve to use her as a defense and so she young and no, she can't sleep.
Yeah.
What's the nerve of these people?
I don't put the blame on you, and of course how you reacted was just a little bit like, you know.
Because I heard that she was on Twitter defending and she have to end up having delete tweets and then put out a clean up tweet.
Because you know what, she had to like, if she did not defend it, like they would have said, after we get the little title, you're not gonna defend me. So it's her job. It's her job for the year. So she have to like put on a good face and defend the costume. And maybe if like she probably thought that, Annie, that weird. But again, being 19 and young, she's going to be like, if you say so, like I just want to go and represent the country. So she probably not even, I think, and then probably sell it to her good. But I put it at the feet of the organizers. I do not blame Garcia. I understand her retaliation and her cussing and
there were
trying
people
to
who were
defend
attacking
it.
her, and I don't think they should have attacked her.
They shouldn't have attacked
the attack
her.
should have been laid at the feet of the
whoever idea was this.
Zuri them.
And if it was her idea, well, shame on you. But
yeah, shame on you for that. If you know better.
But I'm sure it wasn't yours, because again, Naro, it really don't take somebody who have to think about it too much for even realize that this no make no sense.
It no make no sense.
Like if you wanted something controversial, like mythical, and maybe it's a good or maybe a bad representation of us, fucking Anansi would have worked. Like it would have probably been like Anansi.
Get the fucking costume with the 8 arms and all.
You know, like if it's what it come, like it really. And you're trying to say, well, it's a part of the history. You're right. Like, it's a part of the history, but it's not something that we want to celebrate. It's not something that we'd want to highlight on the international stage when the place is so heightened with racial insensitivities. Now, people are fight against Islamophobia, racism still are gone. Like, it was tone deaf.
Very.
And it missed the mark
completely. We spoken before about Germany, how them seem so ashamed of them Nazi history.
If they could literally go in the history
if them could have get the fucking Men in Black something and erase people's memory, they would.
They would. And of course, there are neo-Nazi groups and organizations that still exist in Germany, but they're not given life, and they're not going to come to the forefront, and it's not supposed to be something that they want to even people think about. No. Just
and then we see people are defend it, and I say, we celebrate Bob Marley and he was a cheat on his wife and he got a bag of fuckery, and even Rose all in and of itself, it's there and we use it for tourism and all of that. I said, yo, it great when you can do a bag of false equivalences and a bag of spins and all these things.
Because me not like for know Bob Marley come in and his own personal infidelities when I really have nothing to do with Jamaica.
Ari music
and this white
Cause them say the
lady.
same fucking thing about Martin Luther King. Say him did that cheat on your wife. Does that dilute his message and his movement?
The funniest thing is when them say about against her enemies. And we're like...
At that, I could read the caption. Dubbed the White Witch of Rose, local folk legend has it that Annie Palmer ruled the 18th century plantation with an iron fist and drove fear in the heart of loved ones or husband them, and enemies are like, the slave them. The slave them want me and you descend from. And we are the enemy them. And then the fact that she brown, Harry. Yo, them two and deaf, you fuck. Oh, the slave them was our enemy them.
Maybe she had white enemies.
This caption had a harumph to it.
Maybe like, she had a white. Maybe she had white enemies. That's correct. Maybe the slaves loved her. We don't know. Maybe she was a nice slave owner.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but like when people try to convene it. She was a nice slave owner.
Nah, you don't know that.
Yo,
maybe
the caption was
done with
a harumph. Harumph.
That'll show up.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. And then they use them try use it. We're glad it started a conversation.
Like which fucking conversation that was so missing from the zeitgeist that needed to be started from this stupid costume. And you know what is even worse? It was just a white gown. There was nothing sort of like any art to it in terms of, well, all right, so
yeah, the dress in and of itself, it is interesting.
It's the detail and the intricacies. But it's just like white witch. Like me, I say put little. But you know, Miss Malaysia who won. You see her dress?
Yeah, that did look bad.
Like the details. Like if you're gonna do it, like go all out, fam. Go all out. But
you really have to call into question all these organizers. And you have a priest say, yo, Casey Fennell, Davina Bennett. It's almost like they had success, not because of them, but in spite of them.
In spite of them.
Well, they have nothing to do with offer them rich. Because we see year after year after year where them send representatives that are poor. It seems like they're not truly trained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember the last year, girl.
You ever talk about that? Sorry, my girl. You know what I mean? But we never put it on you. We put it on the organizer. Them who send you and put you up there to embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
We need to do better.
Like
them need to do better.
Philippines, Venezuela, Colombia is it's safe to say is a factory them of beauty queens, yeah? For go out there and for be the best version of themselves to represent the country. Like people don't understand what pageantry do for a country and the brand of the country. Like most people, like Colombia is synonymous not only with cocaine, but you know, well, of course that's just like Western marketing. No, but you know, one of the things they're known for and celebrated is they have beautiful women, you know, and I don't understand.
It's a big selling point of the country.
Yeah, I don't understand how, and that's why you have to say people like Yendi went to South Africa. She
as well.
She modeled. She trained hard, and she trained on her own dime, her own money.
Not to interject, but was Yendi's reign under their regime, under the Zuri people, them regime who know of the franchise?
I don't want to lie.
I think it is actually. I think they started about 2013-15.
I don't want to lie.
And she was in like 2014.
I guess.
Either way, them people, they are a problem. It just further the narrative
even
that
last
they
year,
are racist
Charlene,
and them classes.
It's like when Charlene did have an issue with them. She not even a year they done good.
And everybody, yes, and that too. Like every contestant see if I have a problem with every winner. If I have a problem with them. Add that into the fact say, yo, Rosal started by a white man, a Republican of all people. Yeah. Just look up Rosal website.
You don't need to. You know everything you need to know about it. It's owned by white people.
Yeah, white people.
And it was owned by white people. And black people used to work in there. And black people still work.
John Rollins. That was the name I was getting. Palmer was who, and it was married to. Of course. Like, Rollins. John Rollins. Yeah. He was a Republican.
White people seem full of Jamaica though.
Because it rich in all heap of things. a whole heap of untapped potential.
Yeah, only
and
white
all
people
these things.
see that.
Oh yeah, Miss Universe people, stop take a feed that. So I don't need to say this. Let's stop try to take a feed that.